Morning, Commissioner Cardenas. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Mr. Chair. How are you?
I'm doing well as well. Let's go ahead and get started here. Today is February 9th, 2022, and this is the Budget and Staffing Committee meeting of the California Fair Political Practices Commission. Ms. Linker, would you please call the roll?
Commissioner Cardenas?
Here.
Chair Manich?
Here. Proceed to item 1, public comment for items not on today's agenda. Do we have any public comment? Hearing and seeing none, we'll proceed to item 2, approval of the August 10th, 2021 committee minutes. Commissioner Cardenas, have any edits or comments on the committee minutes?
Mr. Chair, I do not. I'm prepared to move.
All right, and I will second. Ms. Linker?
Commissioner Cardenas?
Yes.
Chair Manich?
Yes.
The motion passes.
Excellent. To item 3, this is our fiscal year 2022-23 budget. And with us to present on this item is our Chief of Administration, Ms. Hahn. Good morning, Ms. Hahn.
Good morning, Chair Medich and Commissioner Cardenas. I'm here to present the governor's budget for FPPC for the fiscal year 2022 and 2023. The governor appropriated $15.877 million to FPPC, and approximately 88% of that will pay for our salary and wages for staff, benefits for about approximately 92 to 93 positions. And then the funding included one additional position that we just received from SB 686, which is for the campaign disclosure of the limited liability company. And 12% of that is allocated to pay for our operating expense for the commission. And I'm here to answer any question you might have at this time.
Thank you, Ms. Hahn. Commissioner Cardenas, any questions for Ms. Hahn on the budget?
No, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Ms. Hahn. Do we have any public comment on item number 3? Hearing and seeing none, we will proceed to item 4. All right, item 4 is our expenditure threshold spending report. And again, with us, we have our Chief of Administration, Ms. Hahn. Ms. Hahn.
I'm here to present the expenditure threshold spending. Based on the FPPC governance policy, we're here to provide an update on any unbudgeted expenditure by the executive director in excess of $1,000. So during the year, staff actually present 2 times for the budget and staffing committee. Once we present the governor's budget, just like I did, so you're aware of what the budget threshold is from the governor's budget. Second, you'll see that quarterly staff actually present to the commission a quarterly expenditure report to actually update the commission what is our expenditure has been in the past quarter. And then, so the latest quarter that I will be presenting is the December 2021 quarter. And as you can see, based on the chart that I'm providing, we are still below the allocated budget threshold of the current projection from the previous quarter. So if the expenditure exceeded the previous approved budget allocation of each the category by the commission, then staff would prepare a memo listing each of the unbudgeted expenditure that exceeded $1,000 to the committee for review. But at this quarter, after the December 2021 expenditure, it outlined that the actual expenditure and all the expenditure during the time period were within the approved allocation. So therefore, we don't really have anything to report at this time for anything that's in excess of $1,000 of each of the category. I just wanted to inform and update the committee on that.
Great, thank you, Ms. Hahn. Commissioner Cardenas, any questions for Ms. Hahn on the expenditure threshold spending?
No questions, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Ms. Hahn, just a couple of quick questions in paragraph 2, under the line, looking at data processing IT. I see that our budget was $52,000 for the year. Our actual is around 45, which leaves us with just about 6,500. Do you have any concerns with us not being able to fulfill all of our IT data processing obligations with that remaining budget item?
No, actually, I think we pay for most of the projected expenditure throughout that category already for the year. So I think we're pretty safe on that particular item.
And then postage, I noticed that it looks like we have spent $0 on postage from our budget. Is that, can you just elaborate briefly on that? Is that, I assume that's because of the pandemic. We're probably sending less mail, using more electronic mail, but can you just elaborate on that, and how do you foresee that going through the end of June of this year?
Sure. So on the postage, what we do is we pay for instance, every a few months, we would allocate $5,000-6,000 because we have to allocate the money in advance to the postage company. So therefore, whatever we allocated in the previous 2 quarters, we have not fully spent it. So that's why it looks like we didn't spend any money, but we did. But that was because it was previously allocated already that we pay for. So we're just using what we pay for in the past, and we haven't paid for anything for the past 2 quarters. So I do foresee that we would have to pay for something in the next 6 months before the budget year will end. But at this time, we haven't paid for anything because we haven't fully spent what we paid for previously.
All right, thank you, Ms. Hahn. Do we have any public comment on item 4, the expenditure threshold spending report? Hearing and seeing none. Thank you, Ms. Hahn, as always.
Thank you.
Commissioner Cardenas, anything further for the good of the commission, good of the committee?
Not on my part. For the good of the body, probably less said on my part.
I don't know about that. All right, well, I will make a motion to adjourn then.
I will second that, Mr. Chair.
All right, Ms. Linker.
Commissioner Cardenas?
Yes.
Chair Matich?
Yes.
The motion passes.
Excellent. Thank you, Commissioner Cardenas. Thank you, Ms. Hahn. And Commissioner Cardenas, I will see you next week.
Look forward to it. Thank you, everybody.